Hi, I'm Ella Frank, and you're watching Hype&Genius TV.
Hi Ella.
Hello.
So, how does it feel to be our first ever interviewee?
I feel special. I do. I feel and I feel a little bit honoured and excited and loads of nice things.
Stuff. Yeah, that's
yes.
good. We found out just before we filmed this that you have a little secret about your name, don't you?
Do I?
Yeah, do you want to tell us about that?
I've deceived you all.
Yeah, she has.
I'm so sorry. I'm actually so sorry. Like I thought you would have known. Like I
didn't know. Well, maybe I should have researched it, but I didn't like.
My name isn't actually Ella Frank.
Could you say it a bit louder?
Sorry. My name isn't actually Ella Frank. My name is actually Selma Basto.
Not even the last name.
Yeah, like, not even the last name. It's not even like Selma Frank or Ella Basto. Like it's nothing. It's just Selma Basto.
Yeah,
but,
it's completely different.
But yeah, I was like, Selma Basto. It's not that exciting, is it? It doesn't sound very musical. I really love like jazz and blues and stuff like that. And like two of my like all-time favourites are Ella Fitzgerald and Frank Sinatra. So I was like, hey, Ella Fitzgerald, Frank Sinatra, Ella Frank. Why not? And then from then on, it kind of just stuck as Ella Frank. I don't see Ella Frank as like my name.
Yeah.
I see it more as like a representation of my music and my style. Despite the fact that if I randomly come out and I start singing some like R&B tune or something like that, like I will always have some kind of little bit of something there that's been influenced from
Ella Frank. So, when did you decide that like a conventional job like wasn't for you? Like you wanted to become a part of the music industry? Like you knew that.
Well, I haven't decided that.
You haven't decided that yet? Oh, sorry, I'm just assuming.
Yeah, I mean, I say that like obviously, if I could pick today, music would be like
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to sing every day of my life and go to different places and meet new people and just perform.
Yeah.
And I love it. I think me, like more than anything, it's the performing side of things because I think I started performing first and I had that before I had anything else. That's what I love the most. I graduated last year doing a degree in psychology and I'm almost at the end of my master's. Doing clinical psychology. I don't think I could do a 9-to-5 job if every day was exactly the same.
Yeah.
But I think that's what I like about psychology because it's not. I'm gonna meet so many different people. It's like a fallback, but not at the same time. Because like I've met one of the guys. He's a counsellor, and he was actually on Britain's Got Talent.
Really?
Doing I don't remember it was like two gay guys and they were like waltzing and stuff like that. But he does that professionally and he's a counsellor.
Wow.
So like he goes on tour, dances, and does his psychology.
Yeah.
So I remember having a conversation with him and he was like, if you really want to do both, you can do both.
So how would you describe your music?
I can't really sit and be like, oh, I do hip hop or I do jazz or like I would say that I'm very, very heavily influenced by jazz and blues, but then at the same time I'm really influenced by neo soul and hip hop as well. I can't really put it in a box. I don't want to put it in a box because I like the idea of
anyone can listen to it kind of thing.
I would like to say I'm a jazz artist that's influenced by modern kind of sounds.
So I know that a new song's coming out called Homie Lover Best Friend.
It's not new.
I know, that's actually the first time I heard you sing.
Really?
That song, and I loved it. And I was trying to look on YouTube, and I was like, where is this song? And I couldn't find it anywhere. I saw one, and it was like, really like, and I was like, no, I can't put my phone.
That was from my very, very, very first performance.
Oh, I see.
I mean, I'm my own biggest critic, so I'm just like, oh, it's so cliche.
Yeah.
It's like the cat sat on the mat, it was wearing a hat. Like, it's so cliche. But people like it, and it's simple, and sometimes simple works.
Yeah. So, like, what are your next steps? Where can we find you, like social network based?
Well, I'm like we mentioned, I'm dropping my first official single tomorrow.
Exciting.
Yeah, I'm really nervous. I'm so nervous, but fingers crossed it does well.
I'm sure it'll be good.
But you can find me on Twitter, Ella_Frank, no like crazy spellings or silent letters or anything like that. You can find me on Twitter, you can find me on Facebook, SoundCloud, everything is just Ella Frank, to be honest. And then hopefully, if not by the end of this year, beginning of next year, I'll have like a full-on project, like an EP or something. Fingers crossed. That's the plan. Whether it happens, we'll
see,
see.
we'll
Hopefully it does.
Yeah.
Hopefully everything goes to plan. Like slowly but surely.
Yeah.
Slow and steady wins the race. Like, I like to stick by that motto. So yeah.
Well, all the best with that. Thanks for being on Hype&Genius.
It's okay. Thanks for having me.
Hype and Genius. Be the genius behind the hype.